My mother shot me in the leg today, and I am still in shock. She was suicidal, and had a gun ready in her hand. When I went to grab it away from her hand, she pulled the trigger and the bullet went through my upper thigh on my right leg. I was in the hospital for around 6 hours, and I just got back home. I had to tell the police what happened, and she was taken to a mental health facility. I currently can't walk or move at all on my own. I just want her to get help.
I plagiarized my entire dissertation and I got caught. It just felt too big, too nebulous. I had no idea where to start. I kept putting it off and putting it off again, with no idea of what to do. I could have asked for help, but I didn't. How pathetic, I thought. Every other student can manage to write one, but you need help. Just fucking put your head down and do it. But I didn't. With 24 hours to go, I had nothing. So I found a dissertation on Google, and I went through and changed it enough that I thought I could get away with it. I didn't. I have a hearing in a few days, and I can't see any likely outcome other than being kicked out with no degree. I haven't told anybody, besides the nice woman on the phone from Samaritans, because I didn't know who else to call. She didn't seem to know what to say though, and I can't blame her. What is there to say? You fucking idiot! How did you not ask anyone for help at any stage? Why are you the only person who can't fucking write their own dissertation? I'm so ashamed, so ashamed. I can't tell my friends. Students have fun at university, but I feel as though there is an unspoken contract that everyone can do so because they are all working hard. I have broken my contract, and I cannot admit it. This shame pales in comparison to the shame I feel regarding my parents. I am dreading telling them more than anything. They have been nothing but supportive my entire life. They are wonderful people. They have given me so much help, sacrificed so much for me to get a good education, and I have spat in their faces. I am ashamed to be their son.
I hate my fucking neighbors. They get a new puppy every 6 months or so and something always fucking happens. This morning I woke up to their newest puppy in the middle of the road not being able to move because it was hit by a car. I had to move it back into their yard, but I couldn't knock on their door because their older dog was on the porch and I wasn't going to risk getting bit. I fucking hate them. Why have animals if you're not going to properly care for them? Why continue to get more puppies and not get an electric fence or something? Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so upset. My boyfriend and I have 3 dogs of our own, and if they're outside, one of us is outside with them. Even though they're all old enough and understand the property line, it's still not something I'm willing to risk. My neighbors are fucking idiots and I fucking hate them. Update: I'm at work on break and am just now seeing how this has blown up. After I moved the puppy into the yard, I immediately called my boyfriend, who is friends with both of our neighbors on Facebook. He messaged them, and when he didn't get anything back immediately, he called one of his friends who knows them personally. That guy drove over to their house to wake them up and they took the puppy to the vet.
My 4-year-old said I hate you and I cried. I didn't cry in front of her. I could have, so she could have understood that she hurt my feelings. But I just said, well, I love you. After she was in bed I broke down. I'm a 100% single mom. She isn't my first but she is my last, and I just wasn't prepared yet to hear her say those words yet. It hasn't been easy thus far. I don't have any personal relationships because I just wanted to make sure I give my kids 100% of mom, and I'm stuck turning to Reddit to whine to because I don't have a boyfriend to do that with. And even after giving them 100% they still hate me. It's been a shitty night, but hey, it's been 173 days since I've had a beer, and my 4-year-old saying she hates me isn't enough to make me fuck that up. It's enough to make me cry though, totally enough to make me cry.
I was crazy sexual when I was a little girl. I was super young, before I turned 8. It happened with a couple of girls. We would play mom and dad. It basically consisted of us making out and having oral sex. It's fucked with my sex life my whole life as an adult. I've never brought it up in therapy. It makes me super ashamed. It's also made me struggle with my sexual orientation since I was a teenager. This keeps me up at night sometimes. Edit. I wasn't expecting all the responses. Thank you, all. I don't feel so alone anymore. I can see it affects us all different, and somehow we're still around.
I just cried because someone asked me how I am. I don't know if this is a confession, but I really need to get this off my chest. No one ever asked me how I am or how I feel. If I'm feeling good, safe or happy, I didn't really care anymore at some point because I knew that no one was going to ask me how I am. There is this app which helps people to control addictions and or stay sober. I posted there, because I have problems with stuff like self-harm, and I also want to help people, ask them how they feel and if they want to talk. Today there was this girl, and she asked me how I feel, if I'm happy and if I feel safe. I immediately started crying and felt like someone cared about me and my feelings. It was sad for me to realize that a simple question like how are you made me cry. So, always remember to ask people how they feel, sometimes it means a lot for them. Thank you for reading. I apologize for mistakes. I'm German and English is hard for me to learn. Stay safe.
Sometimes I want to beat the shit out of myself. Okay, before you get any ideas, I'm not a masochist. I just get stupid angry occasionally and I have no idea where to take out the anger. Some of this anger stems from myself. I'm also pretty self-loathing, which really fucking sucks, and actually all of this both disturbs me and disgusts me. I have no other idea why I punish myself like this. Usually when I'm upset or I'm super angry I just slap myself in the face to calm down. I'm like pretty sure this is not healthy, so I'm just like, okay, well this just needs to stop now. Does anyone else feel similar?
Like the episode, and smash the subscribe button.